Hey, folks. Welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. Today, Monday, June 21st, 2010. Well, folks, a wild day on Wall Street today as the markets gapped solidly higher, only to give up most of their gains into the last 30 minutes, where, again, we just got a little bit of a bounce. You can see on the intraday 10-minute chart, the last 1, 2, 3, 4 candles slowly upticking here off of a pretty sharp sell-off right here below the 50 moving average. Now, what do you need to know about this market move today? The basics I'm going to cover. I'm going to cover the technical side, the fundamental side, what's going on out there, what happened over the weekend, and this is it. All right, essentially what went on, folks, was the Chinese government, the Bank of China, essentially came out and said, we're going to let the currency float a little bit against the dollar. This is what Geithner, this is what Obama, this is what the whole administration has wanted for some time, although granted, they're only going to let it float a slight amount, so it's barely anything, but it was enough to cause a rally in Europe, in Asia, across the board, and a solid gap up here. Now, once the market gapped up today, we gapped up right into the master level of 113. 113 is a number I've given to my premium members of the Research Center time and time again over the last few weeks, if not months, and that was the signal I told them I would short this market at. The gap up today, I pulled the trigger on an SDS short, and sure enough, let's punch up the SDS and see what happened. This is where I bought it, right here, 31.40. Draw the line right there. You can see essentially 2 pennies from the lows of the day. That was the alert. It went out to the hot charts and alerts. It was text message emailed out as well. Sure enough, look at the SDS off of that move. And again, nice move there. We're in the profit nicely already. Break even stop essentially on this position now. We're going to ride it out, see if we can't get a little bit more out of it to the upside. This is a swing trade in general unless I get a significant gain out of it by the end of today, in which case I'll take it off the table. But again, a nice call there, folks, and exactly what you need to know is inside that research center. Now, a couple other things to go over. First of all, let's go back to the SPY. Here you can see the SPY. Here's your 113 level. That was a master level. The fact that we never closed above the master level and confirmed it was very significant. You didn't even have really a close above it. You closed right here fractionally above 113. The next candle never confirmed, obviously, but that's a signal right there you have to be looking for. The confirmation signals in the money stocks methodology point that is utilized to understand if the market's going to go one way or the other, and it tells you about 90% of the time. It is truly an amazing factor here, and sure enough, no confirmation here above 113. What happens to the market? It sells. That's exactly what you would have thought. Now, look at this. How interesting is this? You fall down, you get below here, you go sideways in spirit of bear flag, the market dumps, so the bear flag works out perfectly. You get below the 50 moving average and the blue line, and technically speaking, you don't have a lot of support until you get down to this level, gap fill 200 moving average right in this point. The question I would ask you is, did you confirm below this level? Therefore, you would know it was going to go there. If not, if it doesn't confirm, you look for the reversal the other way. What happens? No confirmation, folks. And again, if you want to learn confirmation, you got to join the Research Center or the Intraday Stock Chat. But no confirmation, therefore it's going to reverse. Just like here, no confirmation above this level, so you know it's going to pull back. And here, no confirmation below, therefore it's going to move up. Sure enough, the market's starting to advance higher here in the late afternoon session, coming into the 2:30 time frame. But again, overall, the markets are positive on the day, but very, very much so off the highs of the day. In fact, right now, I'm looking at the Dow. Dow is up 70 points on the day, but we were up well over 100 earlier today. NASDAQ is just up 4.5, and the S&P 500 is just up 5.5, basically 0.5% across the board when we were up well over 1%. All right, now, a couple other stocks in motion. What are they, folks? JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, a little on the weaker side. Goldman's up $1.22, which is okay. I mean, that's an okay move, but it's not much. JP Morgan, in all fairness, the same amount. I mean, these financials, again, are not leading the market. We're not seeing them lead. What's leading the market? Stocks like ExxonMobil. Now, Exxon's well off the highs of the day, but it's still up 65 cents. Chevron, CVX, still having a good day, up 90 cents, and is well off the highs of the day. Look at that beautiful hit of the 50 moving average. What a beautiful buy right there off the 50 moving average for a scalp play to the upside. Now, those are the leaders. Obviously, you can talk about other stocks. FCX, Freeport-McMoRan, having a huge level. Basically, what's going on here, folks, is that with the Chinese currency strengthening, the theory is that the overall U.S. currency should weaken. Also, you'll have a greater buying power in China, so they're going to have more demand for some of these commodities that they can buy cheaper overseas. That's why you're seeing a commodity boost today, all right? So again, USO is up just 15 cents. It had a big rollover there, but really a big bounce on the USO right now as well. Let's take a look at the dollar. The dollar, surprisingly, and this is a little bit of an interesting factor here, the dollar, you would have thought based on that yuan news, was you would have thought it was down significantly. It is not down today. It is actually up. It started out lower and then reversed. Now, why did this happen? Well, essentially what you're seeing here, folks, the dollar's had a pretty significant pullback on the daily chart right here over the last 2 weeks. My guess is the news leaked out a little bit. The dollar came in, and now it was already factored in going into into today for the most part, so you're seeing a reversal. Too many amateurs obviously jumping on board the short trade on the dollars today as well, and we all know if the retail or an amateur goes on board this trade in one direction, it goes the opposite way. So that's my theory on that. Nonetheless, folks, great profits on the short side so far from the shorting level from today. We continue to nail every major level in this market, continuing to profit immensely, folks, across the board. It has been a tremendous, profitable last couple weeks, if not months, in this market for us, and we're going to continue to do it going forward. Now, overall, any other stocks in motion? Apple Computer's having an okay day. It's not spectacular, but it's up about $1. So really for Apple, that's nothing big. We're right at the 275 level. Here's the chart on Apple if I pop it up. That's your daily chart, but we'll focus more on the intraday. The nightly analysis videos are 40 minutes in length. That's where we go into the daily charts and really analyze the key levels for those of you that are swing traders. All right, so in any case, that's what's going on today. Keep an eye on this market overall as I punch the SPY back up. Follow and see. Right here, you do have a little bit of resistance. You can continue to watch for that, and we'll see how it all comes back into play. Take care, folks. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and join the Research Center and the Intraday Stock Chat. Take care.